Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another live stream here on Max Coverage TV, the place to be for all your sports wants, news, and needs, and most importantly, live streams here for your Yankees and MLB offseason news. If you love the New York Yankees as much as I do, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know when I go live next time or when I make a video. If you're in the chat, live in full effect, thank you so much for being here. You're the GOATs. Hit that like button, helps me out a ton. And lastly, if you're watching on the replay, drop me some comments down below on today's show, and I'll answer those comments after the show is over. But how you all doing, looking, living, feeling out there on YouTube? And we're on Twitch, so shout out to Twitch as well. How are we feeling, guys? Happy Friday. By the way, happy Friday. The weekend is here, man. So put your cups in the air, put your glass in the air, put your drinks in the air, whatever you're sipping on, put it high in the sky, baby. It is the weekend. We made it. We made it. So it's TGI Fridays on Max Coverage TV. So, I like to enjoy a nice little cold one. I'm drinking a Kona Big Wave. I don't know if you guys have ever had this before. I actually personally like it. It's something different. I like to drink them claws, but I'm rocking the Kona tonight with all of you. We're gonna enjoy we're gonna enjoy a nice cold one. We're gonna discuss the news around the Yankee land, which we have some news. Some things have happened this past week for the New York Yankees that have been brought to the light today. But let's get the pre-live crew shouted out in the chat. We got my boy Daniel Berry Sports Highlights always in the house. What's going on, man? John the Beagle Dad, good to see you as always, man. Action VJ says go Raiders. He's loving the Pete Carroll news today. X Rod, good to see you. Look at that. Look at that picture. We got Barry and we got John. Shout out to those elite members of the pre-live crew. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you all had a fantastic day. So let's start off by talking about what the news is. Stetson, good to see you as well. So we got some news today about Max Scherzer, Mad Max. I was just talking about all the free agent pitchers, all the free agent people that are still out there on the market, and Max Scherzer's name, if you go on Spotrac, is number one on that list because of his name, because of him. He's going to be he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, in my opinion. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Mad Max is that guy, but he's 40 years old now. He's not the same Mad Max that he once was with Detroit, with Washington. He's not that guy anymore, but still a name to be out there. This is reported by Pat Ragazzo. He says sources free agent right-hand pitcher Max Scherzer threw in front of teams at Cressy Sports Performance Pro Day earlier in the week. He's told scouts like what they saw. These are the teams that are out there: the Mets, the Yankees, the Dodgers, Blue Jays, Phillies, Braves, Cubs, Red Sox. He's also been in contact with Toronto, which Toronto's been in contact with pretty much everybody in this offseason. They're in contact with Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso's over there talking to the Angels now. I don't know what the hell is going on. Seems like, Toronto, no one wants to go there other than Anthony Santander. But Max Scherzer is a name that's very, very interesting because it was not a name that I thought the Yankees would even take a look at. I thought personally we were done with starting pitching, but you know how it is in baseball. You never can have enough pitching, right? So it seems like if all these teams were out there, it seems like all these teams think he's going to sign a pretty cheap deal on a 1-year contract. Rakia says signs Max Scherzer $5 to $7 million with incentives. Trade Heel or Schmidt? Nah, I would not trade Heel. Rakia, unless it's like a bona fide superstar in the league. I wouldn't trade Heel, especially if you sign Max Scherzer. We're going to talk about Max Scherzer more in depth, but he's 40 years old now. He's on his last couple of years in the league. I would not trade a promising young arm or Schmidt. I wouldn't trade Schmidt either if we signed Scherzer. What's up, Joshua? How you doing, man? Parker, good to see you. Shout out to Parker in the chat. John says, man, we trying to get rid of Stroman, and now they're looking at Scherzer. That's what I'm saying. That's another great point, John. It's like the Yankees are actively trying to shop Marcus Stroman. We all know why. We want his contract off the books. We get it. But it seemed like the Yankees were done with starting pitching. Hold the phone. When this news dropped, I'm like, whoa, that came out of left field. Just feel like the Yankees are done. They are bottom feeding. It seems like, I mean, the last couple of moves that they have made, Barry, have been dumpster dives or, bottom feeder moves. Roy in the chat looking at Max is a real bad move. Bring up a prospect and give him big league. Max is no longer effective. I'm kind of leaning towards you, Roy. I mean, Scherzer has been derailed with injuries the last couple of years now. I'll bring up the injury history here in a second, but it's gonna, no matter who he signs with, it's gonna be a 1 year contract. I would assume it's gonna be very cheap because you got to think about it. I think Max is on his last year. I think this might be his last hoorah. Davey in the chat, why do I need Max Scherzer? I don't know. The Yankees obviously think they do. I mean, this is just them doing their due diligence and going out there like they have the scouts out there. It's not like he's in contract negotiations with the Yankees or anything like that, but it's something to report now. What's up, Mr. Murdercap? We need lefty bullpen arms. I'm with you. Just one. Just give me one. Demon D, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Who else is in the house? We got Ani in the building, rocking the Deadpool. What's up, Ani? I want the Japanese left-hander. He is 27 years. No, he signed to the Nationals today, Davey. I think. I know Jason from 161 River Ave put a video out on him. I think he signed with Washington. Frank in the chat, another over the hill player for real though, right? Seems like these are the moves the Yankees are making. Older over the hill guys, but like I said, this could be just them doing their due diligence. It could be just another, it's a report, yeah, whatever. They're out there though. They're scouting. Siciliano, I'm good. How you doing, buddy? Mike Kowinski, good to see you, man. Shout out to everyone. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. Smash that like button in smithereens. Hope you all have a great Friday. So, speaking of the injuries, let's bring up the injury news, the injury history with Max Scherzer. It has been a grueling one over the past couple of years. Now, this is from last year. He suffered multiple injuries, including a hamstring strain and a nerve issue in his right arm, which that's the concerning. This is the concerning one to me. The nerve issue. That's his throwing arm. So let's talk about the hamstring real quick. In September of 2024, Scherzer was scratched from a start against Seattle due to left hamstring strain. Those happen. I get those. Like those injuries, they happen, right? Those are kind of the injuries that you can't really predict, right? This ended his season and likely his time with the Rangers. Scherzer said he felt the tightness in his hamstring while running sprints the day before. That's what happens. Sometimes you just run sprints and you pull your hammy. But this is the nerve issue is what's the really concerning thing. In May of 2024, Max Scherzer experienced right thumb soreness during rehab from back surgery. So this stems from this back surgery that he had in December of 2023. Max Scherzer had surgery. Say that 3 times fast, by the way. Max Scherzer had surgery. Say that 3 times fast. That's pretty tough. To repair a herniated disc in his lower back. So that stems from the back surgery that he had. Team doctors suspected a nerve issue that extended into his triceps. Not good. Max Scherzer said the nerve in his triceps kept firing when he threw the ball. He made mechanical adjustments and tried using a new arm slot to fix the issue. So that's the big concern for me with Max Scherzer is this, especially being 40 years old. That doesn't sound good. What's up, Real Bill P? What's up, man? Good to see you. David Elias in the chat says hello and God bless. Max coverage in the chat. Max Scherzer, why? Unless they want an older veteran to lead the team, use Mo or Andy Pettit. Scherzer is 1 pitch away from an IL. I agree with you, David. I agree. When this news came out, I was kind of scratching my head, honestly. I just did not understand why they would even take a look at Max Scherzer at this point in his career. He's a beast. I mean, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer in my opinion. So I'm not talking crap about him at all. I'm just saying at this point in his career, I wouldn't go that route. Let's dive into his charts real quick. 2024 was a wash year. He only pitched 43.1 innings, 40 strikeouts. All right. Dealt with a lot of injuries. but 3.77 ERA in 2023. He did start 27 games. What's up, Anthony? Says, who are the Yankees going after now? Well, they're taking a look at Max Scherzer. They're scouting him out. Donnie, good to see you, man. Salute to you, buddy. How many pitches will he get in a game before Crybaby Boone takes him? He will be on a pitch count big time. Oh, no doubt. I mean, if the Yankees sign him, I don't even know if he'll be in the starting rotation, to be completely honest with you. I mean, would you trust him more than Max or Clark Schmidt at this point? I don't know. I don't know if I could, honestly. In 2023, he did have 174 strikeouts, but I'm just concerned about the injuries now at this point in his career. In his career, 3.16 ERA. Dude's a beast, man. He's a beast, but sometimes you can't predict the injuries, bro. They just happen, which sucks. 125 to 150 innings. Okay, yeah, let the young guys pitch those. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm leaning towards. I'm with you, David. I'd rather much if you want to spend some money, I'd rather them spend elsewhere than on Mad Max. With why my guy Ichiro can't get no love in the Hall of Fame vote. He started in MLB, almost 4,000 hits, unbelievable. I mean, he got love. He just had no love from one person. He was almost a unanimous vote in, Demon, but one idiotic person voted no, and that screwed it all up. He got love, but it was just one guy, like Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter was one vote from being unanimous as well. It's just people that shouldn't have a vote, honestly, that are voting in the Hall of Fame. Should have kept Cody Poteet, says Real Bill P. That's your boy, Real Bill. That's your boy. Could be a 4 inning guy. Yeah, he could be like it could be a nice depth piece. You know, no doubt. You always want to have depth. If you're gonna trade Stroman away, this could be a nice sneaky sign. You know, but I'm nervous about his health. I really am. I mean, look at his stats, bro. This dude's a Hall of Famer. This dude's a flat out Hall of Famer. 3,407 strikeouts in his career. Dudes, bro, this stretch from 2011 down to like 2021, like that 9-10 year stretch, Max Scherzer was unbelievable. Warren Hampton and others. Yep, those are definitely our depth pieces right now. The one dude that didn't vote for him was just some pretentious prick that puts politics. Yeah, no, I agree with you, David. If you don't vote for Ichiro to make the Hall of Fame, like what kind of idiot are you? The guy did everything right. Max is better than Stroman, says Siciliano. I mean, he strikes guys out. That's one thing that Stroman doesn't really do. Now, let's take a look at his 2023 grid. In 2023, he had a 28% strikeout rate. So, that's pretty solid. And a 7% walk rate, that's above average. The long ball was just a little bit of his issue. You know, he's not a ground ball pitcher, but he's still, I mean, in 2023, he still had the strikeout stuff. So maybe the Yankees see that during his little pro day he threw and say, hey, maybe he can be a nice depth piece that we can maybe go. Iron Hawaiian says piggyback his starts with Clark Schmidt. That would be a nice little tandem though. I ain't gonna lie. Have him come in after Clark or before. What up, Kyle? How you doing? Max, don't forget Henry Lelane is coming, and he reminds me of a young Randy Johnson. Yeah, he's tall. Lelane, he's not bad. We're probably gonna see a lot of Lelane during the spring training. Yeah, just like Derek Jeter, Demon. I mean, if you vote no on guys like Jeter and Ichiro, you should be stripped of your vote. Honestly. Have you seen the 2026 Hall of Fame class? It's gross. I'll bring it up here in a second, but it is disgusting how bad it is. Alternate yeah. I mean, Iron Hawaiian, I wouldn't be too opposed to that. This seems like a desperate move or just to add Stroh to the trade to sweeten the pot to get Stroh off the payroll. I don't think it's a desperate move, John. I think it's just them doing their due diligence, honestly. I don't think the Yankees are going to sign Scherzer, But if he's throwing, might as well go out there and see what he has, because it's not going to be a very expensive signing. Sorry, I'm getting some. So it looks like Presley from the Astros have the Tigers or the Cubs interested in them. Yeah, no, he missed exactly, Don. And Derek Jeter should have been unanimous as well. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? How you feeling, Andrew? How's it all going tonight, Friday night, baby? Friday night. Let me bring this up. I want to get your guys' opinion on this. The power rankings, the top. This is MLB or Joel Reuter. This is his top 10 teams in the power rankings. I think there's a couple of teams that should be flip-flop. Dodgers are the clear number one. I still don't think the Mets are better than the Yankees. I still don't think the Mets are better. I think the Yankees have a way better rotation. I think the Yankees have a better bullpen. And honestly, I think the Yankees have a more well-rounded lineup. I know they got Soto now, but I think the Yankees should be above the Mets. And honestly, I think the Diamondbacks should be above. I think the Braves and the Diamondbacks should be above the Orioles, in my opinion. Mets over the Yankees, exactly. I don't like who votes for Hall of Fame. They get too political. Yeah, and they're all unanimous. Or, sorry, they're all anonymous, I should say. Billy Wagner grew up about 10 miles from me. Billy is a hell of a nice guy and a great reliever. Yeah, I'm glad that he got into Real Bill. I think this was his last ballot. Scherzer and Cole, these legends could help and be a good role model with Heel and as the rest of these rookies. Yeah, no doubt, Siciliano. I think this move only happens if they do sign Scherzer. I think this move only happens if they trade Stroman. Ian Hawaiian says Jazz for leadoff. I don't think they'll go that route, Ian Hawaiian. I think they want his bat in the middle of the lineup. I think the middle of the lineup, he can do more damage down there in the middle of the lineup. But yeah, there's a couple. Like I was like, the Braves and Diamondbacks right now to me are better than the Orioles. Alonso to Toronto. I've been hearing some news about that, but it looks like they're still a ways away. I can bring it up here in a second. Hold on. The same Pat Ragazzo tweeted about that as well. So this is from 3 hours ago about some updated news with the Alonso stuff. Alonso met with the Angels on Thursday. Mets are considering trade for Spencer Torkelson of the Tigers. And then also he reported, let me go down here. What was it? Yeah, here we go. Still hearing nothing is close between the Blue Jays and Pete Alonso as of this afternoon. That was at 3:20 today. So, looks like Alonso is just, I don't know who the hell is going to sign these guys, man. I really don't. I don't know who. Action VJ, pitchers and catchers are approaching quick. Yeah, dude, I am too. I am too, man. 27 days till games are starting. God, so close. Like I said, Action BJ, the last month without baseball is this month. The last month without baseball is this month. I'm so ready. I think Davey meant Ichiro deserves more to get in unanimous more than Mariano. I don't know if I don't know if I'd agree with that, Davey. I don't know if I would agree with that. Mariano's the best closer ever. No one will ever break Mariano's record, in my opinion, with most saves. I don't think anybody will touch it. Mets are always little bros. Mets will always be little queens. You think the Arenado trade will fall into the Yankees' lap? I don't think the Yankees are interested in him. The Yankees aren't interested in his contract, man. That's the thing about Arenado, his $21 million plus the rest of that contract. Let me bring it up. The Yankees are not looking. They don't want this. They don't want to take on the contract. I heard that that was fake news. What are you talking about? What was fake news, Demon? Mets are 82 and 80. Every team got better in the NL East. Braves are going to cruise with that new infield. Yeah, no, if the Braves stay healthy, they're gonna be a great team, man. That's what happened with the Braves last season. They got hurt. All their good players got injured, and they still almost made the playoffs. The Braves are gonna be back next year, guys. I'm telling you that much. The NL is gonna be a gauntlet. It really is. So the contract for Arenado is 21 this year, 16 15. It's not terrible. It's not a terrible contract. Oh, the hand of doom is in the house. Miss Cindy's in the chat. Yay! Ha! How you doing? How are you doing? Later, gotta eat. Okay. What's for dinner tonight, Real Bill? Before you dip out, what's for dinner? Yeah, the Dodgers are stacked, dude. Dodgers are stacked. Let's see the hand of doom. Where's she at? Where is she at? Only time will tell. I would like for the Yankees to sign that third baseman from Houston, or yeah, I would love for them to get Bregman. I would. So supposedly, Houston is trying to trade away Ryan Presley to clear up more money to throw at Bregman. I think that's what I heard. So don't be shocked if you see Bregman back with Houston. I don't know about Vladdy Jr. going to the Mets. I think the Jays are rebuild and will part the man, especially getting Santander and Vladdy Jr. will be moved to third. He wants to play that spot. Alonso at first. I think the Mets are going to go all in on Vladdy. Honestly, Siciliano. I mean, they had the owner. They have the owner, Steve Cohen, can definitely get it done. But I know Toronto's going to try their hardest to get Vladimir Guerrero Jr. They have money. Toronto has money. Like the Rogers family has a boatload of money. They're not afraid to spend it, but it seems like they just can't get anybody here or in Toronto. So why not throw all that money on Vladdy and lock him down? Real Bill's having some potato salad, macaroni salad, chicken bites with some barbecue sauce. Ooh wee! Okay, Real Bill. Yankees need a good lefty in the bullpen. Otherwise, I think you can get infielder from farm or during the season. Yeah, David, they got a lot of depth in the farm with the infield. Seems like that's the route they're gonna go. You know, we keep talking about it, but that just seems like the route they're gonna go. Let's see. See if I can bring up. Bringing up the prospects real quick. It's loading right now, but I'm bringing up the prospects. We can take a look. They got a lot of infield depth, though. Come on, work. This computer stinks. Voice to text sucks. Smartphone. It's all good, Cecilia. I never use that voice to talk though, man. D-Rod, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Good evening to you, man. Happy Friday. Jays will extend Vladdy. They have the money to do it, man. At this point, if I'm the Jays, why not just throw all that money that you're trying to spend on him? Lock down Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's what I would do. Vladdy probably wants to win a championship. That's why he doesn't want to stay because he always has. He would stay. I think Vladdy would stay if the price is right. Honestly, Donnie, my guy TC Steels. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, bro. Brian says, "Dude, we need to stop worrying about starters. Get us some lefty pin arms and let's go all in for Donovan from the Cardinals. Dump Arias, Jones, and Peraza. Give them up, or give them one of our pin arms we picked up off the pile." Yeah, I mean, I agree, Brian. I don't know honestly why they're looking at Scherzer. They're just doing their due diligence, in my opinion. I think they're just out there doing their due diligence, but I don't expect them to sign Max Scherzer. Maybe they trade away Stroman. Maybe they sign up for a cheap deal. But like I agree with you. I think our needs are elsewhere, especially with the infield bat. Clarence says, "I'm a big Yankee fan. Love your show. People are starting to call the Dodgers the evil empire." Thank you, Clarence. I appreciate the kind words, man. But it seems like they are. They're acting like the evil empire, man. It pains me to say that, but why is this not working? Why is this not working, man? I'm trying to bring up the prospects. What's up, Yankee Kyle? Good evening to you. Tiffany's in the chat as well. Good to see you, Tiff. John, I'm surprised they didn't sign Gio Urshela. I am too, actually, John. I mean, he would have been a good bench piece. That's one thing the Yankees need to do also is improve this bench. The last couple of years, the bench has been putrid. But right now, it looks like the bench is going to be Ben Rice, DJ LeMahieu, Grisham. Who else? Cabrera, potentially. Who's going to be... Whoever the starting third baseman is going to be, their backup is going to be Cabrera. It's going to... Right now, I would assume it's Cabrera or DJ. Maybe Peraza could get thrown in there, but our bench is not strong. Dodgers is the evil empire for now. Yep. They're signing everybody. You think Ben Rice just got replaced by Dom Smith? Well, Ben Rice can also be the backup catcher, Brian. I'm thinking of Dodgers are the 2000 Yankees, always in the playoffs, but not winning the big one. Having all those superstars doesn't mean that you're going to win a championship. Look at the Yankees in 2000. Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right, Demon, but they just won the championship last season. So, backup catcher could be Ben Rice. I think it's going to come down to spring training also, TC. It could be Escara. If Escara comes out and balls out in spring, it could be him. Alex Jackson, of course, they got from the Reds. He's a defensive first catcher, but Ben Rice could be the backup as well. Max says, Carlos Correa and Scherzer, we shall see. I wish Bregman as well. I wish Bregman too, Mac. I really do. I don't think, I mean, Correa, I don't see happening at all. Carlos Correa, I don't see happening at all. His contract is just too expensive, $37 million. That's a lot. And his contract has a lot of vesting options as well. Need third base or second? Yeah. Mainly third. Second could be... Second is Jazz. That's their goal, is to have Jazz on second base. Save that money for Kyle Tucker next year, baby, says John. Yeah, I would love that. I would love that, man. Kyle Tucker would be awesome in his lineup. You guys could still trade for Arenado. Yeah, that could still happen. I just don't think they're in on him. Brian says Ben Rice won't be a backup catcher because they like the platoon options of righty-lefty. They already got Wells, who's a lefty, or lefty bat that backs up will be a righty. Yeah, I definitely can see that too, Brian. I definitely can see that too. I'm just saying he could. Alex Jackson, I really don't. I'm not big on this guy at all. The guy that we got from the Reds, but he's a righty, so they could go that route. Terry says, how many times can Cash spin the roulette wheel and expect to win? Goldschmidt, Mad Max, second-year players tend to decline, not to mention the unproven rookie in the lineup. Yeah, I mean, Goldschmidt's only on a one-year contract. I'm not mad about the Goldschmidt. I'm not mad about the Goldschmidt signing at all. Like, I didn't want them to overpay for Pete Alonso. I didn't see them trading for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., so I'm not mad about a stopgap 1 year Goldschmidt. You thinking Austin Wells might decline? That's a second-year player in Dominguez. Well, this is gonna be all in on Dominguez, Terry. If he has a healthy year, I think Dominguez is gonna be great. Ben Rice sounds to be that super utility player we missed since DJ was good. Well, Ben Rice can only play catcher and first base. Super utility can pretty much play anywhere on the field. Like Cabrera is our super utility guy right now. Rice is a backup for injury in case Wells needs time off. Rice will platoon with Goldschmidt. Yeah, Rice can be backup first and catcher. He can. That's why he's valuable. You know, Rice can, in case injuries, knock on wood, but injuries happen in this league. We all know. So, also Cabrera can play first. Not the greatest, but he can play first. DJ can play first. If we sign Mad Max for 1 year, it's a low risk, high reward strikeout machine, says Arthas. I just personally think there's bigger holes to think about than sign another aging pitcher who's injury plagued. Goldschmidt 1 year deal leaves the door open for Vladdy. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's gonna be. The Yankees should be all in on Vladdy as well. I just don't think he will sign here. I would much rather get Kyle Tucker, personally. That's my opinion. There's a lot of good free agents next season, too, man, especially in the pitching market. Michael King, Dylan Cease, those two are going to be free agents off the top of my head. Scherzer isn't a strikeout machine anymore. Yeah, 2023, he had a 28% strikeout rate, but last year he was just banged up. Stay away from Max. So many other needs. This team has no lefty arms in a pen and no second baseman. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Brian. I'd much rather, point my attention elsewhere, but use Max in the pen. We have plenty of pen options though, Arthas. It just seems like maybe they trade Stroman, then that's when they would sign Max. But I'd much rather them sign or go out there someone else and use that money elsewhere. But who knows? We'll see. They're doing their due diligence. They're keeping an eye out for him. I mean, there's a couple of teams that were out there scouting Max with the Yankees. So spring training will settle leadoff in third base. I'm betting heavily on Cabrera taking the job for both spots. A switch hitter with decent legs and youth. Yeah, I mean the problem with Cabrera is he just can't hit he can't hit lefties. That's the problem. So if he can if I was Cabrera, that's what I would work on. I would just work on hitting from the right side of the plate every single day. Just work, get better, throw out your best. That's why spring training is gonna be very important for Cabrera. You're right, man. I mean, he could take that job, but I wouldn't be mad about seeing Peraza take it either. JD, we got too much wasted money sitting around to waste more on Mad Max, says JD. Yeah, we got $38.3 million potentially in wasted money right now. So it wouldn't cost more. Mad Max, I don't think it would be. Honestly, I don't think he's going to be getting more than 10 mil. I'd probably say like $8 million maybe for 1 year. What's up, K-Zilla? Cashman past his prime. Heard all the time. Old as hell. Passes the Cashman checklist. For real, though. That is true, K-Zilla. If you think Max's age, Verlander is worse. I think they're both on the same boat, honestly. I was shocked Verlander got $15 million. So maybe Mad Max gets more than I think. If Verlander got 15, how much do you think Scherzer's going to sign for? He probably was going to look at that and probably want the same. Yeah, money's not an object, right? I see Stroh as a peanut vendor at the stadium, says Mario. Padres don't have the money to waste on Stroman. I don't know who the hell's going to take Stroman at this point. Yeah, Scherzer's 40, Verlander's 42. Yeah, Herbert, I mean, the Verlander acquisition had no risk, but it's $15 million. It's 15 mil, so if it pays out, then hey, they'll look like geniuses. Can we please dump Stroman? Seems like can't shake him. No one wants the dude. Yeah, Brian, no one wants him, man. Yeah, Charlie Morton got 15 too. Good point, D-Rod. So these guys that are 40 plus are making 15 mil, so maybe Stroman will get 15. So here's the news on Ryan Presley real quick. Astros are reaching a tentative deal, have officially asked reliever Ryan Presley to waive his no-trade clause to the Chicago Cubs and at least one other team. That's the Detroit Tigers. Because, A.J. Hinch is there. A.J. Hinch is with the Tigers now, so there's some little news there. Verlander got no trade, which is nuts. Well, he's only on a 1-year deal, isn't he, Graham? Ken, what's up, man? DJ saves the day, starting at third. Hey. Oh man. Ken, what if he really has? What if LeMahieu has a crazy bounce back year? What if? That's a big what if. But let me see. I'll bet $50 he starts, says Arthas. Honestly, I'm scared to bet that. I think he might start too, bro. I think he might start too. So yeah, Verlander, the Giants contract was a 1 year, 15 mil. They are, Brian. They're still on Bregman. I was hoping they were getting ready to roll over and go take the long nap. Yeah, so that's why, Brian. That's why I think they're trying to trade Ryan Presley because that clears up money. Hold on, let me see how much money it would be. It'll be 14 million. So if you trade away Ryan Presley, you're trading away 14 million bucks that you're trying to just get off the books. I think that's the throw at Bregman, personally. But why on earth would you give a 1 year deal, a no trade if he's crap? You can't even move him. Yeah, maybe the Giants are just desperate. It seems like, man. Jays are desperate. Giants are desperate. What's a bounce back year for DJ? 265, 305 on base. Yeah, personally, yeah. I mean, he he hit like below 200 last year. I don't have any faith that it would happen, but oh, I'm sorry. He hit 204 last year. I apologize. DJ hit above 200. So last time he hit 260 was in 2022. In 2022, he hit 261 with a 357 on base. I watched Giants talk too. It's funny to see them. Oh, dude. I couldn't even imagine. I mean, imagine what the Jays are dealing with, bro. Verlander is going to pitch 2 seasons to try to get to 300. Yeah, how close is he? Let me see. I mean, I don't blame him for doing that, honestly. I mean, you're still making money. Teams are still giving you 15 mil. Go get that. Oh, he's at 262. He might have to pitch 3 seasons if he wants that. Yeah, he's at 262. I don't think he'll hit 300. I'd much rather have Bregman, or I'd much rather Bregman went back to Houston than land in Fenway. Oh, I agree, Graham. I would agree. Don't seem like he's worth 14. They should have eat some of that money on Presley. He's a Korean elite closer. Well, that was because of a vesting option. That's why he had 14. Let me see. Let me look up what triggered the vesting option. So option vests with 50 appearances in each of 2023 and 2024. So basically, him staying healthy. Watch Verlander. He could be the last 300 game winner in baseball. He could be. He needs 28, so he would need 14 in 2 years, 14 in each season. It's doable, but I don't know. More wins than CC already. Wild. I didn't know that. Yeah, Randy Johnson pitched forever, man. That's my favorite pitcher of all time, Randy Johnson. Boston would make things spicier with Bregman. Boston's ownership is reluctant to spend. They have a lot of issues in downtown Boston, Fenway Park, and city fees. They've done a lot. They've done some moves this off season, but oh man, it would make sense if Boston got them, honestly. But I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. Yeah, Randy Johnson is a beast, dude. Oh, I do remember that, Arthas. That was, damn, that was unreal when that happened, bro. That was unreal when that happened. Yeah, bro. Randy Johnson was. Oh my god. Look at this. Bro, that's insane. That's insane, bro. Oh man. I can't show it too much because I might get in trouble. But there you go. Yeah. I mean, imagine being a fan and behind home plate. Imagine being a fan behind home plate and just witnessing that happen. That was in '04. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was in '01. Jesus. '01. Look at the image quality and stuff back then, man. It was a snowball. Yeah, right. Nola Ryan and Randy Johnson Maddox are my favorite. Yeah, my favorites were I would say my top three like starters would probably be Randy Johnson. CC Sabathia was probably one of my top three because that guy was just a CC was a he was just a dog. He would like he would go out there in 3 games rest, bro, and just be like, I'm ready. Um, I don't know who would be my last. Who'd be my last one? I I would probably have to go with Verlander, even though he was never with the Yankees, but Verlander, growing up watching him was pretty awesome. Johnson hit the bird during spring training. Yeah, it looked like was that spring training? Gator, Doc, and Andy Pettit. I saw Ryan, but the pitcher that was almost fun to watch was Goose Gossage. Nice. Yeah, Andy Pettit. Yeah, I loved his just barely looking over that mitt, bro. Greg Maddux. Yeah, Greg Maddux was awesome too. If Jay signed Alonso and Scherzer, I'd almost say Yankees would worry or should worry. Say Ryan. I wouldn't worry too much. I wouldn't worry too much. Even if they sign, even if the Jays get Alonso and Max Scherzer, I still think the Yankees are better. Yeah, Bob Gibson. See, I wasn't watching base. I wasn't even alive. I wasn't even around when Bob Gibson. But I play MLB The Show and seeing some of his clips and stuff is like, damn. Let's see. Actually, I can look up Bob Gibson on this. Let's look at his stats. It's just crazy, like looking at all these guys' stats from back in the day. Like this Bob Gibson, these guys were pitching 300 innings. 300 innings. Like these guys were built different, man. Look at the strikeouts, bro. Like 274, 270, 269. God, man. Like we'll never see pitchers like this again. Like even looking at Randy Johnson stuff. Nowadays we gotta coddle the pitchers because they like Stroman can't pitch on a different regime or like a if it's not on his schedule he can't go. He didn't even want to pitch opening day because it would have threw him off. But like, look at these guys, bro. These guys were just built different, man. You get coddled and they still get hurt. Pitchers go through like 3 Tommy Johns for 200 games. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And like, it just seems like injuries. These guys are throwing so damn hard now, and like the drop rate, the spin rate on these sliders and stuff like that. Like you're twerking your elbow so awkwardly. Like just look at Randy Johnson, dude. Look at this, bro. This guy was striking out 372. My God. This dude had 372 strikeouts in a season. And he pitched 249 innings. Talk about... That's not normal, man. That is just not normal. And then he backed it up with 334 the next day. Or the next year, I should say. Golly. Yeah, like, look at these numbers, man. Hold on, let me get off the screen. Let me get off. Like, look at these numbers for Randy Johnson. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons in a row where he had 300 strikeouts. That's insane, man. Like 4,875 strikeouts. This is my favorite pitcher of all time, man. This is why like when he became a Yankee in '05, bro, that was right when I started watching baseball. Was like '03, '04, '05, like this. Like '04 was the first year where I felt pure pain when we lost to the Red Sox. Golly, man. Like sometimes you just got to kind of look back at these guys' stats and just kind of take back what we witnessed growing up, man. Or it's unreal. MLB lower the mound for Gibson. Yeah. They changed the game for some of these pitchers. Like, let's look up Ron, our guy, Gator. 273 innings, 248 strikeouts, 250 innings, 259 innings. But it's going to be hard to top. I mean, looking at Randy Johnson's stats and stuff, man, it's going to be hard to top that, bro. I'm telling you. That stuff is. I guess we can look up Nolan Ryan, actually. If it lets me. I guess it won't. I don't know. I thought I looked them. Oh, there we go. I'm like, I thought I looked them up before. This guy's stuff is unreal. Golly. 299 innings, 341 strikeouts. This guy had 5,714 strikeouts in his career. That is insane, man. These guys were different. Yeah, Johnson was wild, Ken. He was a beast. Roger Clemens. Mad Max is exactly who Cashman loves. Old 1-year deals. Yep. Sandy Koufax, Roger Clemens. Yeah, Roger Clemens was. I loved watching Roger Clemens too. Like Roger Clemens just had that attitude that you wanted in a pitcher, you know. It's a shame that this 354 wins, bro, for Roger Clemens. Damn. We ain't gonna see. We're not gonna see the same pitchers ever again. We're like these are just unreal numbers, man. These really are. You should love Mad Max. Yeah, I mean, I love all the players with the name Max, bro. I love all the players with the name Max. Sandy Koufax was the man. I'm glad that you can still look up these players on this app or this website, I should say. Look at that. 306 strikeouts, 382 strikeouts. My lord, 26 wins. Y'all can you guys can tell me because I honestly don't know. He only played 12 years. Why did he only play 12 years? Did injuries happen? Like, you guys can teach me, man. I honestly don't know because he seems like he went out on his high. Like this guy had back-to-back years, 382 strikeouts, 317 strikeouts, 335 innings, 323 innings, like, and then he just like walked away. Like, why did he stop playing? He had elbow problems? Okay. Yeah, because I personally don't know. Greg Maddux, 355 wins. He blew out his knee. Damn, man. Like, it seemed like he left on his high. Like, it seemed like he was entering his prime right here. Yeah, Roy Halladay. I grew up on Roy Halladay. Randy Johnson was good, but not the Big Apple. He wasn't able to take the New York pressure. Yeah, he wasn't the best in New York, but he didn't like stink. TC's dropping some gems right now, man. He keeps dropping some gems. Yeah, I grew up on Roy Halladay. This guy was man. Talk about a guy that was unreal, man. Especially when he was with Toronto against us. Damn. Man. Yeah, this gave me an idea, man. We need to probably I need to go live one day and kind of just dissect all these old players, man. That'd be fun. That gave me an idea to do that. What up, Pito? My boys in the building. Good to see you. Yeah, maybe one day next week I'll jump on and we can just kind of look at all these players and talk about them, man. I'll do I'll make like a community post or something, and then you can drop me some names and we can take a look at them. John says, "Why Max for Max? Why?" Don't know, man. I mean, I was scratching my head too when the report came out earlier today. But Yankees are scouting them, so they're keeping an eye out for them. I think there's other holes that this team needs to worry about, and that's getting an infield bat. But man, that shocked me, honestly. Yeah, I didn't see the run in the '90s, Mario. That's what I'm saying. I've only seen I was alive during the late '90s, but I was only like 4 or 5 years old. I was born in '94, so I didn't watch baseball until about 03, 04. That was when the first year I I started watching baseball. So '09 was like the only World Series that I really remember. I'm not 40. Pito says that Max is 40. Not yet, bro. I'm 10 years away. I'm 10 years away. Pitchers you just mentioned, they could actually pitch, not just heat, but location. Yeah, dude, those guys are unreal. Yeah, Johan Santana was awesome, too. Yowie Wowie, what's good, man? Shout out to everyone in the building. Thank you guys for joining me. We got 56 in the chat. Y'all are the GOATs. Thank you so much. It's been an awesome stream. It's been always fun talking baseball with you guys, talking sports in general with you guys. I'm about to head out, though. I got to eat dinner and stuff, but it's been an awesome stream. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Hope you all have a fantastic Friday night. Be safe. Be smart. If I'm not live tomorrow, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'm not going to be live Sunday. But thank you guys. You guys are awesome. It's always love, peace, chicken grease on Max Coverage TV. See you all on the next live. Peace. And always, go Yankees.